welcome back to Sci-Fi and More, and happy UFO Crash Day to all of you. We hope you are all having a great day, and we wanted to celebrate UFO Crash Day by making a lighthearted video for your enjoyment. Now, depending on where you are on this topic, it could be science fiction, it could be science fact, or it could just be some made-up crazy story. And to be clear, this is kind of a contentious topic between believers, non-believers, people somewhere in the middle, conspiracy theorists, and people that believe that it is merely an urban legend. UFO Crash Day celebrates the alleged, and yes, I'm using air quotes, alleged UFO crash in July of 1947 in the town of Roswell, New Mexico. Now, whether you believe the crash happened, believe it was a weather balloon followed by a government cover-up, don't believe it at all, or just believe it is a pure work of fiction, all opinions are welcome here. But regardless of your standpoint, one thing is clear. An indelible mark was left on sci-fi writers, movies, shows, and books of the time that were picked up on, and this phenomena got ran with. And that influence is obvious. Within 3 years of the alleged Roswell crash, we had entered the golden age of science fiction films, sparked by widespread public fascination with the idea of extraterrestrial life. This fascination quickly infiltrated the creative minds behind the emerging genre of science fiction filmmaking. For example, pre-Roswell science fiction films often depicted robots and aliens in comedic or simplistic ways. But after the Roswell incident, filmmakers embraced a more serious and realistic portrayal of extraterrestrial encounters. Films like The Thing from Another World, The Day the Earth Stood Still, Earth versus the Flying Saucers, War of the Worlds, This Island Earth, and many, many more showed the fear and excitement that grew from the unknown. Also during this time, there was rapid advancement in special effects technology, which allowed for the creation of otherworldly creatures and realistic spacecrafts that hadn't been seen in movies before, captivating audiences and showing the potential threats from beyond our planet. With the success of these sci-fi films, Hollywood witnessed a surge in the production of extraterrestrial-themed movies during the 1950s, which captivated audiences worldwide. The influence of the Roswell incident on 1950s science fiction films introduced a new era of cinematic exploration into the unknown, inspiring countless future filmmakers and solidifying the genre's enduring popularity. Now, Roswell is not the first time humanity has had incidents of UFO crashes or sightings. In fact, if you go back through ancient history, some believe that there are hints of UFO encounters in the Holy Bible and for the Hindu faith and many other ancient religions. In fact, some believe that the gods of the Hindu faith that are written about in the Mahabharata and other religious Hindu texts were not written just as spiritual figures only to be worshipped, but living beings that lived amongst humans in the ancient past, teaching and guiding humanity. For some believers of the Hindu faith, the Mahabharata is considered more a book of historical fact as well as spiritual guidance. But even in American history, Christopher Columbus claimed to have had sightings of flying objects in the sky he could not explain that he documented in his ship's log as he crossed the ocean blue on his journey to the New World. Was it a UFO? Who knows? But it's just fun to talk about. Speaking of fun things to talk about, what about the Aurora, Texas UFO incident that reportedly occurred on April 17, 1897, when a UFO allegedly crashed on a farm near Aurora, Texas? This particular incident is claimed to have resulted in the fatality of the pilot. The pilot was not of this world and was said to be an alien. The pilot was buried at the Aurora, Texas cemetery, and a stone was placed as a marker for the grave. but it has since been removed. So, the Roswell crash incident is not unique to history, or even American history, but it is the one UFO crash incident that stands out above all others, and it is the one that has made the most controversy surrounding it. On July 8th, 1947, in a small desert town nestled in the picturesque landscapes of New Mexico, multiple local newspapers reported a perplexing event. A flying disc crash-landed near Roswell on the ranch of Mac Brazel. The following day, the headlines were retracted. So now you have to ask, what transpired? What caused the change in the narrative? Eyewitness testimonials emerged over the years, revealing tales of strange debris scattered across the crash site. Some witnesses have even claimed to have seen unusual creatures, sparking a widespread belief that an extraterrestrial spacecraft had potentially crashed in Roswell. While the initial reports were quickly dismissed by the government as mistaken identities, a cloak of secrecy soon surrounded the incident, leading to countless conspiracy theories. The U.S. Army Air Forces, upon learning of the wreckage, quickly dispatched personnel from the Roswell Army Airfield to investigate, headed by Major Jesse Marcel and Captain Sheridan Cavett, with Major Marcel becoming the famous name that was tied to the incident. This is when the initial press release was issued stating that they had recovered a flying disc. However, just one day later, the narrative shifted dramatically. A second press release was issued, stating that the debris was actually that of a weather balloon and its related equipment. This sudden reversal fueled speculation of a military cover-up, leading to confusion amongst the public. Many weren't convinced that the debris found could be attributed to something as mundane as a weather balloon. In an effort to explain the Roswell incident, some argue that the debris found could have been remnants of Project Mogul, which was a top-secret U.S. government project that was aimed at detecting Soviet nuclear tests using high-altitude balloons. However, believers maintain that the official narrative is a mere cover-up. They argue that the truth was intentionally concealed to hide the existence of extraterrestrial life and advanced technology. But why does the Roswell incident continue to captivate people's imagination, even after 8 decades? Well, experts maintain, and to be fair, I do not know who these experts are. It's like the these, they, them thing. For example, these are the kinds of things that they do. And somebody says, who? And the inevitable reply would be, them. Well, my question would be, who are these them? But I digress. The experts on the Roswell incident maintain that the incident itself became a pivotal moment in popularizing UFO culture. It acted as a catalyst, sparking widespread curiosity about the possibility of alien life and giving birth to an enduring fascination with UFOs and extraterrestrial encounters. Over the years, various individuals have come forward claiming to have witnessed the Roswell incident firsthand. Some were military personnel who spoke of retrieving unusual metallic debris, while others mentioned seeing unidentifiable, non-human bodies at the crash site. These testimonies added an intriguing twist to the already puzzling saga. One of the most significant factors contributing to the Roswell incident mystery is the secrecy surrounding the event. The U.S. government classified the information related to the crash and has forbidden its discussion. This secretive approach sowed the seeds of suspicion and led to numerous conspiracy theories. Moreover, the incident transformed Roswell itself. The town evolved into a thriving tourist destination, dedicated to all things extraterrestrial, boosting the excitement and the economy of the local Roswell area. And Roswell's UFO Festival attracts thousands of enthusiasts each year, fostering a sense of community and sparking dialogue about the unknown. In its 27th year, this July 2023, the annual UFO Festival in Roswell brings in believers and fans from across the country. Every July in Roswell, you'll see stormtroopers, ETs, Transformers, Predators, USS Enterprise crew members, Men in Black, and variety of little green men commemorating the summer of 1947 and rancher Mac Brazel discovering debris from an alleged unidentified flying object northwest of town. Between the popular writings of nuclear physicist turned ufologist Stanton Friedman, the opening of the tourist and family-friendly International UFO Museum and Research Center in Roswell, and blockbuster movies such as Independence Day, and of course TV's The X-Files, Roswell has become a pilgrimage site for believers and skeptics alike. The events of the alleged UFO crash in Roswell, New Mexico in 1947 continue to intrigue and perplex us to this day. Although multiple theories and explanations have emerged, no definitive proof has been presented, leaving room for speculation and debate. The Roswell incident remains an enduring enigma, as future generations will continue to explore the unexplained, hoping to unravel its secrets once and for all. And there you have it, Planeteers. What do you think? Did the Roswell crash in 1947 actually happen? Or was it a hoax, a government cover-up, or an enduring piece of science fiction? We would love to know your thoughts in the comments below on this controversial topic, because I don't know if it did or did not happen, but I would like to believe that it did happen just to answer one of the biggest questions we face as humanity. Are we alone? I like to believe it did happen. I have no real proof to back that up, but in the realm of possibilities, at least to me, it seems exceptionally possible. Thank you all so very much for watching our UFO Crash Day Special. We hope you have enjoyed the video, and as always, your support for our channel is very much appreciated. Feel free to check us out on all our social media sites. We're on Twitter at Sci-Fi More, on Instagram at Sci-Fi and More, and on Facebook at Mike Cosmos Sci-Fi and More. Join us on our next adventure as we'll take another fun journey on more fascinating mysteries into science fiction. Until then, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep the spirit of curiosity alive. And happy UFO Crash Day.